Hey everyone, my name's Axel, and today I've got a HD refilm of the Kwikset Smartkey, and that's going to be a full knob today. This is an entire assembled knob minus one piece, and it's the locking bar. This is the piece that tells the lock that it's locked. I have instead locked it in place. See, can't move. And we are going to pick this guy open. The other tool I will be using today is this guy. It's a bobby pin that I've shaved the crap out of here. That little bend should not be in there. And she's going to slip right in the lock and tension the sidebar through the little gap on the side. And I'll show you all the internals here once it's open. So I'm going to put it right here and tension the sidebar. There we go. It slips right in so easily. And I know I have to tension number 4 just a little bit. Okay. So I keep oversetting number 4 today. Come on, where's number 5? There we go. Alright, doesn't look like she's set. Let's try pushing the other pins just ever so slightly. Now, I don't have a key for this, so I have no way to tell what the actual bitting is. So I'm just kind of being gentle today. So I keep oversetting number 4. She's not quite ready yet. Everything else is loose. What's holding me back? Yeah, see, it's not ready to turn that core. So let's tap all the pins. Ooh, number 2 still isn't ready. Let's grab a medium. And we'll give a little extra pressure on number 2. My guess is it's probably a high lift. Oh. There we go. So as I push number 2 up a little bit further, you can see that the core is starting to turn. I'm going to remove my tool, and she is open. That simple. Under 3 minutes. I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to leave it right like that. Makes it a little easier on the back end. And I'm going to show you how to disassemble this guy. So this is a Kwikset knob. There are many like it, but this one is mine. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip it over to the back, and you'll notice this little section here. I'm going to take my tool, slip it right in. And I'm going to wiggle it around a little bit. That did not work, so I'm going to slip it in again. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to keep you in frame. Let's go. Okay, not quite yet. Let's try one more time. Okay, so I slip that here, and it's coming through, and I can just knock it right out. Oh, there it goes. Right like that. So this is the housing that the knob keeps, right? All right, so let's set this aside. On the back side, there are going to be 2 little clips here. Oh, zoom in on this. So we are going to be looking at these 2 clips here. This one, which I'm going to push, comes in here. And you can just pull it right out. Look at that. And then the core will slip out. So this is just a housing, spring clip that keeps it right in the knob. So here we have the core. So this is where normally you would see a sidebar. And I'll show you the internals on that. To break this part open, there's this little black clip here on the back. What I like to do is tension just a little bit on either side. Oh, that did not come loose. Let me go wide just in case I move too much. Oh, I got a little gap here. I'm going to use it. and I get something in between, you can kind of see there's a little gap right in there. I'm just going to get right in between it and try to pull the clip out. Alright, so now push the housing through. So this is the housing itself. That's where the sidebar is. I literally am taking my tool on the inside, slipping it through, and then there's this bump. So normally that's bad. I want to keep it here. That's why I want this part of the tool to be as flat as possible and then to have that bend. So I can get in and then just keep it flat. Now let's take a look at the core. So the core here, so you get a little plastic bit here, some oil still on it, because this has never been opened before. As this far, anyways. Look at that. So there's a spring in the back here, which I'm gonna guess probably manipulates something in here. Not much else. Let's go ahead and take this piece off and we'll save it for later. Oh, I guess not. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this all together. So you can see the little keys there, right in there. You can see the little pins, and I'll pull them out for a little extra view. Let's set this aside here. And I'll take these keys out. In fact, I keep calling them keys. Key pins. 1, 2, and 3. Now, I'm going to manipulate these. These are the springs that set the bitting code. So I pressed the reset button because I don't have a key for this. So I'm going to go ahead and press it now. And then whatever I want to set this to, I can. I don't know how to get this piece open. Oh, that was actually really simple. So underneath here, there's going to be a whole mess of springs that hold these pieces in. Let me see if I can pull them all out, and then we'll take a look at them all in greater detail here in a second. Come on, get out of there. So this is just a plain Jane housing. Look at that. It's kind of cool. These are the pieces that set your bitting code. So as you can see here, it's got these little notches. Those notches, and pay attention, sit, I believe, on this guy, which sets a height. No, actually it probably sits here, which sets the height. And these grip on the other side of the lock, which I will show you here. Let's see. You know what? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how this whole mechanism here works. Anyways, key pin here. And I would venture a guess to call these the driver pin. Actually, these are more like key pins and this is more like a driver, because this sets what the depth that the key needs to be, and this sets the tension on the key on the key itself. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave it up to the experts. You can look it up for the correct names and what they're all for, but that's a good bit of what everything is. Let's take a look at the other side, shall we? So in here, I left one key pin on purpose, or I left one of these in here on purpose. So you can see there's a big old bar here. Let's take the spring. Looks like that spring doesn't want to come out anyways. And then the sidebar's on the back side. So we're gonna get that out here in a minute. Let's get these. It's really hard to do this with one hand without my tweezers, which are next to me. I probably should grab those. Alright. So you got the sidebar in the back here. You've got these guys here. I don't know how to get this out of here. So we are going to, oh, look at that. Another key pin. Don't know where you came from. Probably stuck on my hand. There's all this oil on the inside of this, so there's the moving sidebar here. I'm wondering. I'm gonna go wide for this because I don't want to move too much and mess it up. Can I just pull? Yeah, look at that. Okay, so there's two black clips that you can just pull right out. This is a Jimmy 19, and it looks like it's almost a tight fit. Oh, I lost a spring here. Let's put that up here. This looks like there were springs underneath the sidebar. I'm gonna put the housing back down. Let's take a look at the sidebar, shall we? That is just a plain Jane sidebar. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so let's look at all these pieces. So I've got, I don't know what to call any of these pieces, honestly. Anyways, these are the parts I'm pushing with my pick. Let's get them all lined up somewhat neatly here. 4, 5, and let's get this guy here. Like I said, they're all still oiled, so it's kind of hard to manipulate with. There's the big outer housing. There's that plastic piece and that there. Here is the sidebar, which this clip goes. Gosh, this is so difficult with all the oil. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this little spring here, and I kind of want to look at it a little bit, fell out with the sidebar. And just look at its shape. This beautiful hourglass shape. I mean, that's... Can you imagine? That thing is tiny. Like, if this is 0.019 inches wide, I mean, that's tiny compared to my medium hook. It's absurd. Alright, well, I guess for the most part, the fun stuff is over. Now I gotta figure out how to put this whole thing back. So I'm gonna leave the video there. If you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and leave them down in the description. I try to answer them as best I can. But all in all, this is the purple belt with the Lockpickers United. You can check them out on lpubelts.com. And I highly recommend this one for a purple belt simply because you have to make a tool for it. There's nobody makes a tool for it. And once you get that sidebar tension, it's an amazing feeling. You're just like, oh crap, I got the right size. Like I said, all you gotta do, take a bobby pin, zoom out here. Take a bobby pin, shave down the flat side, leave this side exactly the way it is. I shaved it down probably a little too far, but all it took was this, and I got it done. And then lastly, you need a tensioner. This is a Jimmy tensioner that he sent off with my picks. Thick boy. But that's that. So yeah, feel free to send any questions. Check this out for a purple belt. I think it's well worth it. Yeah. So it looks like, looks like there were 2 springs here. Oh no, that's the wrong side. I'm willing to bet you there were 2 springs and I just lost one. Well, I'm gonna go find that. Oh, there it is. Call that the blooper. Huh? Alright, well, there's your 2 hourglass springs. I mean, those things are beautiful. There's this hourglass shape. Well, so thank you all for watching. And if you want to learn how to pick, Lockpickers United is a very helpful group. And we're all here to help you out.